Hello? Hello, hello. There we go. Well, gosh. Maybe this is not the best time to go live. 6 p.m. my time. Looks like everybody's either sleeping or... Huh. That's horrible. Nobody. Oh, yay! One person. Welcome to whoever you are. It's probably Carl, or it's Amy. It's probably Amy. Yeah. Who knows? Oh, well, we got a like on that. Wonder who could be in the room. Snowy girl, not yet. Cat and Phil, what's happening? Not Carl. There we go. Amy, I just woke up. Hello, BB. Hello, Beachy. Hello from North Carolina. Equinox, Miss Equinox. Hi there from the UK. Cat, hi. Cat, hey, Tom. Victoria, good morning. Yep, you're always trying to reach me. 11 a.m. UK. Hello. What is that? Good. The House of... Morning, everybody. What's up? Anyway, hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in at this another odd hour where I just felt like I just had to get on and say hello to let everybody know I'm keeping my word. I'm still here. I've been very busy though, running around doing some particulars in a certain thing that everybody knows about, and I'm making a lot of progress. So, but if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. So that's what I'm doing, taking the steps, taking the time, doing it right. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing amazing. I hope everybody is just, you know, as happy as they can be. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world right now. And a lot of it, very little of it's being covered. That big volcano off the coast of California, you know, apparently it's going to blow. You know, that could be detrimental to everybody on the planet. But that's why I tell everybody every single day, hug and love your loved ones always. It's never too late to tell them you love them. It's never too late to say you're sorry to anybody. But there's only one person in the world who doesn't even get that. We all know who she is. Oh, let's see, what's new? What is new? Like I said, making progress on Carl. Yeah, colostomy bag Carl. Yes, making a lot of progress, and it's actually looking really good. So, but I'm not going to go into too many details. That's going to be his problem to deal with, not mine. Diana, the weird stuff is your sister. Hey, you know how much flack I get. I mean, there's some comments, and I have some great commentators on here who just keep an eye. But can you believe, like, she is the only person on this planet who creates all this drama for herself and then cries to the entire world about everything. Every single thing that goes wrong is her fault and Harry's fault. Yes, Meghan Markle and Harry. The two, allegedly in my opinion, of course, biggest narcissists, crying, whiny little privileged, silver spoon fed little annoying people who just, come on, seriously, what is it that you have to complain about? I mean, let me give you a little example. I encourage everybody at some time in their life, if they can do it or not, or if they can't afford to go see a foreign country, a third world country, where, you know, you're very thankful for every single thing that you have. And people have lost that, especially privileged people like A-list celebrities and the super elite rich. They have no clue. I mean, there's a handful of them. There's a handful of them that came from nothing and created something. And more out of times than less, they don't really complain about things. They're very grateful and thankful for what they have because they worked for it. On the other hand, you got people walking around, with somebody cleaning up after them every time they just, shit themselves or, have a wet fart. They got a butler there to change their pants for them. It's those people. And then they complain about it because the butler didn't use enough baby powder or baby oil or whatever. Who knows? It's just funny though, how some people have no idea how other people live. And even on my level, I don't have very much money at all. I live very, very frugally. Yeah, as the world knows now that, Tom Jr. and Tom Sr. are struggling horribly in a hot, sweltering cesspool of $500 or $600 a month flat or a $600 a month apartment. Well, I think I had a little rant about that the other day. Okay, $600 a month here, where I live in the Philippines, or right now in the Philippines, is actually a pretty nice place. I will do that. I should, I could probably do that on my other phone. Take you down and give you a virtual tour of what $600 a month gets you here in the Philippines. And $600 a month is actually a really good price compared to what you would pay anywhere else in Los Angeles, California, New York, anywhere in any metropolitan city. What I have here would probably cost close to $10,000 a month for 600 here. And the people are fantastic. So what I was saying before, be very thankful for what you have, and I always try to pay it forward as much as possible anytime I can. I'm always feeding the little kids. There's a whole bunch of, wherever you go here, there's a whole bunch of little kids. And I'll make some of these videos. Now that Carl has told the entire world where we live, douchebag Carl, I'll post some really cool videos of what it's like here. And I'll just continue posting things all the time. Like I said, when I first got here, a whole bunch of little children running around and they have stacks of towels. Little multicolored, like, what do they call them? The microfiber towels? Yeah. And they run around and they sell them. But come to find out what they do with the money, you never give them money. You never just give them money. But if you buy the towels, their boss is always watching them. And these are cute, amazing, adorable little kids that you just can't say no to. But then you learn, once you give them money, they run across the street and give it right to the boss. So I do one better. If I'm out eating somewhere, I used to go eat by the Quest Hotel. Yeah, the Quest Hotel, Carl, the one that you told everybody, where we were living. Yeah, okay. There was a little restaurant across the street. It was called Spicy, and amazing prawns, amazing sweet chili shrimp prawns, amazing chicken, amazing honey chicken. Really good food for very little. I mean, you can go stuff yourself for about $6. But I would tell all the little kids to just sit down at a table next to me or with me and just order what they want off the menu. I would much rather feed them, give them a mango ice cream shake or something like that than give them money. I mean, not that money's bad, but I just see what happens to the money that you give the kids. It gets taken from them. So I stopped doing that. But the people here, it's just amazing people. So for Carl to come here and did what he did under malicious, bad intent, right? All that's going to be worked out real soon. But what he did was he just opened up the door for every other freaking journalist to come here, and take our picture. So again, thank you very much, Carl. I mean, colostomy bag, Carl. Sorry. But anyway, so I'll post some very cool, like on the streets videos, and it is what it is. Everybody here is very thankful for what they have, and they're so kind and so polite and very nice, no matter what, because it's not about what you have, it's about who you are. And I've said that many times before on my show. It's very important who you are as a person, because That is priceless, and you can't put a price on that, and it can't be bought, you know? So yes, some people just don't get it. That'd probably be the two horses' asses behind me. And still, yes, if anybody's wondering, you know, Megan did not try and call my father. According to Carl, you know, and I do have to post all those texts again. I will post all those texts about Carl using Megan as a pawn, saying, oh, I got Megan to come down and see you. Oh, I got Megan to call you. Answer any 310 phone call. You know, if anybody saw these texts while my father laying in a hospital in San Diego after a stroke, if anybody saw these texts, they would go, you know, in the olden days, we used to take the bad ones out behind the bar and just get rid of them. Because that's how low that is. It is so disgusting. Oh, Lisa B, no, Carl, I think he hightailed it back to the States. So, but I would venture to say right now, Carl is shitting in his pants because he has no idea what's coming his way. Riding coattails must be exhausting. Sarah Marie. Yeah, you must be talking about Meghan and Harry riding the royal coattails and the titles, which, God, those are just like on their way out. So yes, that's a good comment there, Sarah Marie. Riding coattails must be exhausting, because that's why Meghan complains on her podcast about how tired she is. Oh, she's just so exhausted. By the time the nanny gets up out at 6 o'clock and makes breakfast for the kids or the neighbor's kids or whoever's kids they are, and then takes them to school or homeschools them, even if that, because I don't know. Gosh, yes, it must be exhausting riding those coattails. I don't know how Meghan and Harry do it. They should get the 2025 Weiner Award. So good point there, Sarah. Yes. Yes, Charisse, you are absolutely 1,000% correct in my opinion, because that's the gut feeling I have, and my gut feeling is never wrong. I mean, not really ever. But Meghan definitely sent them. Yep. Go get compromising pictures of Tom Jr. and Dad in the Philippines. So the shitbag company, The Mirror, you know, can just write their nasty stories around it. How everybody's suffering, and Tom Sr. in poor health condition. You know, God forbid the man has to take a rest because his knees hurt, and I have to run back. And while I was running back to get Dad's cane that day when Carl got us, when I already knew he was here, but I didn't quite think that he figured out where we lived yet, because it's a pretty big place. But when I was running back, here comes little colostomy bag Carl running along this corridor, and he runs back into a little alley. And then later I find out he's bragging about how he doesn't get recognized. I didn't recognize him and walked right by him. Well, I'm sure everybody is aware of the post that I put up in the shorts, you know, the short videos of Carl with a little face mask bragging about his new girlfriend here in the Philippines. Well, of course I didn't recognize you, Carl, because you cut all your hair off and you were wearing a baseball cap. But had you looked the same, I would have known it was you. But instead of chasing you down that corridor, Carl, I continued to go get my father's cane, all the while knowing I knew it was you, and I knew you were here. And the video footage from the building is being pulled. That's for the investigators, by the way. But you're going to be seen on the video footage running down the corridor after me and my dad. And you're going to see me too in that video, because I am walking the opposite way while you're running down and going that corridor. So congratulations, Carl. You're now going to be a celebrity also. Well, you already are. You know, you're only famous for, you know, pissing people off at the airport and getting the swing on you so you can sue them and cry like a little baby. But that's okay. Okay. Chantal Taylor, why you bothered about other people's life? Worry about nuts? Why you bothered about other people's lives? Worry about nuts. Oh, I don't have to worry about my nuts. They're fantastic. It's Andrea. How old is Megan? Thought she was born in 1980. Megan is going to be 44 this August. For everybody's information, 44 for the 50th time. All right. Oh, we got a bunch of sugars in the house. Well, it wouldn't be a good day if we did it. Hi, sugars. Aren't you guys like you should be so proud of the sloppy floppy queen. I mean, if she's gonna get an award this year, it's gonna be like in the Guinness Book of World Records for flops and failures. So, hello all you. Okay, and also Kat. By the way, you know what you can do, Kat? Flash your titties. I don't have any titties. Alrighty then, let's see. Thomas, do you believe Meghan had never ever planned to stay in the royal family from the day she met Harry? Well, here, now I can go into that story again here real quick. I would say there was ulterior motives from the get-go. I don't know. It's a conspiracy theory, but you know, you poke around, you go down some rabbit holes, you find out about certain Saudi Arabian princes and stuff, or princes that were on those really huge boats for days on end doing weird things with weird girls. Are you serious? That could be somebody at my door with a chainsaw, it sounds like. Hang on, guys. Well, now that's a first. I guess that's what you get when you only get $600 a month for your condo. Guys with fucking weed blowers in the hallways. Anyway, I would think going down rabbit holes before you start putting puzzle pieces together about what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And I think, I believe a very important man, a prince, a Saudi prince, I do believe, was unalived with Diana, right? And I would think that guy's father probably doesn't forget. Now, somewhere along the line, Meghan got a really fancy set of earrings from somebody, didn't she? From a Saudi royal somewhere? I don't know. This is all alleged little tidbits and pieces that I find out here and there. But you never know. Now, judging by the domain names and the .coms that were registered prior to even knowing Harry, that right there was a red flag in itself. So to answer your question, reading all the Sussex Squad texts and little things they put on X and whatever, Twitter, whatever it was, and their other social media pages that are Sussex Squad family, Sussex Squad this, there's some creepy shit on there, right? It wouldn't be the first time that, and I do believe, quote me if I'm wrong, I don't know, but it's out there somewhere. Meghan did say something along the lines of one plane crash away from the throne, allegedly, in my opinion. So here again, to answer your question, in my opinion, I think she was sent there to do a job. And in my opinion, that's the way I look at it. So I hope that helps you there. I'm sorry, that's going on. Thank you, Dana. The painting is back. The painting is back. Review, Kyle Williams, Free Vitali. Oh yeah, I heard he's here somewhere incarcerated. Anna, good morning in New Jersey. Oh, I was gonna say, Kat, if the comments are really harsh and they're obvious, like a pure sugar cube that just dropped out of Meghan's behind, you can go ahead and block them, okay? Other ones, you can hold them for me. Diana, have you ran out of jam? You got any? Maybe that's a question that Meghan needs to communicate with her in the grave about. Just saying. I didn't say it. She said it. Thank you, Louise. Yes, and I do that all the time. Like I said, I feed the kids all the time. It'll be hot outside. They'll be walking by my sports bar that I go just take a chill pill, relax, play a couple games of pool. Thanks, Carl, for letting that out of the bag, you know, everywhere I go, because you were following me around for days, you freak. You're a fucking creep. Anyway, but they always walk by. It's really hot, so I'll go inside and I'll get them a pineapple juice. Another thing really blew me away, by the way. When I gave the little girls and the little boys, I mean little kids, right? Because there's like little gangs of them. They walk around selling these towels for income for their family, or obviously for the parents. But I gave them these little cans, pop top cans of pineapple juice. And the one little girl ran across the street with the little boy, and she's sitting there and she's like looking at it. She couldn't figure out how to open it. That's her first pop top she's ever had in a can. I saw her over there like banging it on the curb. And I went, oh my goodness. So I ran over there and I showed her, you know, popped it open for her. But that just means to me that, you know, these people are so happy with very little, and family and friends is the most important thing here. That's like number one. And just little things like that just stick in my mind, and they will always. So, all right. I took care of my parents until they died. It's hard. Yeah, Charisse, thank you. It's I was talking to somebody the other day about that, and it just is what it is. I wouldn't have it any other way. And there's no way in the world that I would leave my dad hanging and by himself. I mean, who does that, Megan? Who does that? Wow. Let's just leave it, let Tom do it. You know, let Tom do it. That's fine. Hey, no problem, you know? But if Megan was doing, Megan would just stick dad in a home, right? And then just pay somebody to look after him. That's exactly, in my opinion, what she would do. And I would never do that to my dad. Never. He doesn't want that, and he's never gonna get it. So I'm here for him every day. And that's it. Kevin McKay, love Megan and Harry. Wow. Congratulations. Tom, while you're live, I'd be happy to help you. I think I have 2 of them right now, but I will let you know. Let's see. Shreese, Megan's awake, still scrolling. Hi, Megan. You know, what the fuck? I just came in and heard Sloppy Floppy Queen. Yeah, the Sloppy Floppy Queen of the Sussex Squad. That's Megan. And she's probably going to win an award for the most flops in 2025. But I didn't do that. I had nothing to do with it. I just talk about it, comment on it, and just like everybody else. So everybody else can just do the same thing I do, which they do anyway in their own kind of weird way. But, you know, I know Amy's on here recording my shit right now for her channel. You know, obviously she doesn't read. She can't read, probably, because she doesn't read the copyright stuff. But let's see. Confessions of a Malignant Failure. I thought it was Confessions of a Female Flounder at first when I saw the title of the podcast. Hey, Thomas, what does your shirt say? Cool design. Here. This says... This was the sushi restaurant in San Antonio del Mar, Rosarito, where we were living before. Great little spot there. Really nice people there also. All right, she's pretty hot. Harry was punching. Oh, hi, Nadine. Dana Parson. It's called yachting. Yes, that's my take. Yeah, she's still planning to become a big star. It'll backfire. Is she gonna make a Hollywood comeback now? I mean, there is talk of that. Like the world premiere of Suits 2? I mean, did that go anywhere, or is it gonna go anywhere, or I don't know. I think she was written off the show, if you ask me, you know? Do you think she was considered Piers Morgan? She was considering Piers Morgan before she met her. Oh, God. I think she would. In my opinion, I think she would consider anything with a pulse in a bank account. Private Detective Carl. Yeah, the fucking wiener. I'm so confused. Mr. Thomas Sr. deserves the best. God bless him. Thank you so much, Heather. Dad's doing okay. I will say one thing, that this episode with Carl, Dad finally says, he goes, I finally realized now, after I've been telling him for years, especially after the hospital incident, I told him, he's only using you. He's taking the money from your YouTube shows and re-airing it, using your image and making money off of it. And that's extorting an elder for money. It is here, by the way. So yeah, but he was really depressed and not in a good mood and not feeling very good at all for quite a few days. So fuck you, Carl. Oh, watch my language. I'm sorry. I apologize. Blow it out your colostomy bag, Carl. So, all right. We have got a lot of sugars in here tonight, boy. Kevin McKay, you're an American obsessed with Meghan and Harry. This is very weird, dude. Well, dude, it's not that I'm obsessed with them. It's the life that I was handed. So, yeah. Let's just, bye, Felicia. This message is held for you, them. AI faded with Egyptian. Yes. All right. Bro, who cares? Here's about them. They're original. Yeah. Nobody does care about them. And that is worldwide news. Nobody cares. How many people comment? Nobody cares anymore. How many people comment? They don't want to hear anymore. At least, you know, she's probably got, I don't know, maybe 300-400 Sussex Squad members maybe still on board. Who knows? Who cares? You know? Yeah. Oh, let's see what this one says. That's weird. Do you want free chicken nuggets? Oh, you got some strength. You know, this is we get some weird ones in here at this time. I'll probably have to go back to my regular time on doing this. Do you know Maureen? I'm snooping into Megan's past. You know, Andrea, there's a lot of people snooping into Megan's past. I mean, me and Samantha were talking about this the other day. You know, there's what, 10 plus LLC companies in Delaware? That's going to bite you in the ass. And that does catch up, you know? Okay, it takes me a minute, but I'm catching on. Okay, Dana. Hi, Tom. Could you possibly read out the questions prior to answering many thanks? Read out the questions. Oh, you mean the comments? Yes. Love your channel, Wachaka. Thank you. Hi. I can't even pronounce. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Kathy Friday. Samantha is doing pretty good. I think she's getting all geared up and excited for August, and everybody knows what's going on in August, right? Let's. I don't know. Should we? Throw a little, I don't know, let's throw a little, what do they call it? Like a, how many people think that Megan will show up in court for Samantha's court case? How many people think that she won't show up and just do a video pod? I don't know. I think her presence is required. So, in my opinion, I would just say that it's never going to go to court. It'll probably just settle out of court because Megan won't show her face in court. She's too embarrassed. So, all right. Do you want free chicken nuggets? This is probably the most messages I've had held for review. So, What did everybody think about Megan's 7-year itch? Is that like just weird with the poster board? And is there any original idea? Absolutely none. Absolutely none. And leave in the comments how many people miss Chick Magnet. God. If it's the same person, all right, yeah. Oh, I'm having a hard time now keeping up with this. Jesus. Amir Duty really loves the Persian Gulf, it looks like. Weird. Yeah, you can block Amir completely, Cat. No, that's not true. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it true that my dad met Harry before the wedding? I don't think that's true. Lady Jillybean, you know, Tom, I am a lady. And if you had met me before I married my wonderful husband, you could have been a lord. Does Daddy Markle fancy missing Scotland? You know, that reminds me of the lineage and the genealogy that the royal family did, and what's his name? That one author who did the Meghan book. What's his name? And a couple other did it. So yeah, we're already connected. I think 20 generations or something like that away from Robert the Bruce. The Markles are. So I think I've joked around about that before, about Harry's banging his cousin now. So. Cat, don't hold those messages for review anymore. Delete them and hide them. Block them. The Amir, he's maybe he's stuck in wherever the hell he's stuck in. Lady Jillybean, absolutely family. I look after her and aging my parents. We'll go first time. You're a good person watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Questions, do you feel... Motor culture. Question, do you feel like since Megan is married... Yeah, Kevin McKay is like, wow. There's a few people now trying to do positive PR for Megan online, and it's hilarious. You know, you got to wonder, you know, what were they promised? What did they get paid? It's pretty funny. But there you go, Craig Morrison. Hey Tom, I hope I can't keep up here. Well, Why are people judging people for mental breakdowns? Who's having a mental breakdown? Yeah, very undeveloped minds in here. You're right about that, Paul. All right, it's Andrea. Her Sussex squad had to go to work. No more food stamps. Paul. Paul and my balls. Britain does hate her. I think, yeah. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate that. Love to meet my family. That's awesome. Thank you. Linda Boston. Hello, everybody. I'm making everybody coffee. Nice. Michelle, a lot of people don't like her. What do you think about the Royal Griff saying that you're all working with Meghan? Oh, yeah. Scout's Honor. Check this out. So, yeah, TRG. What is with TRG? I mean, have they completely run out of content the way that they are insinuating that me and Samantha and my dad are working with Meghan Markle and we're part of the CIA? Okay. Wow. You better check. TRG needs to check what they're putting in their coffee in the break room. Be free from Meghan. All right, Lily Blue, do you ever think we will ever be free from M? This one. They are constantly in the press. I am so sick to death of them both. I just think it's hilarious. I just think it's hilarious that after the court case, the security thing, Harry didn't get any more security whatsoever. Right after that, immediately after that, I would just bet my last dollar on the fact that Meghan says, get your ass over there and beg to get back in the family. We want to go back to the UK. Suddenly now it's an urge that they want to feel safe when Harry brings, the claw and the children back to the UK. But it's just weird. Meghan is behind this whole thing. Meghan, in my opinion, is just desperately knows. I think she definitely knows that William's going to do something and get rid of those titles sooner than later, because I'm sure the entire royal family are tired of every time they turn around, there's a new book, there's a new tell-all book, la 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 la. They did this, they did that. No, they're tired of it. Eric, what is that ridiculous poster? 2 royal pariahs? Since the other horse's ass wasn't exposed, I had to put them on the faces because I was going to put them on the asses. That's more suiting, An Easter egg. Yeah, Summer's Idol, Court, no. Maybe try to send a pre-recorded video. It was like we all have that gateway stage that never ended. Samantha reminds me of Samantha on Sands. I think she's so authentic. It's too hard to fake Meg. Yeah. Linda Boston, I don't think she will either. Pavel, hello. Crimson. Oh, where'd you go here? Did John Lady see that new name Megan's jam? She called it raspberry flavored sputum. Sputum. I heard a lot of bad reviews about that jam. Yeah, a lot. I heard a lot of people complaining about the website and trying to order things off the As Ever website. I even read somewhere that literally 4 minutes after it was launched, people tried to buy products, were charged, and then sent a notice immediately, an email saying they were out of stock and they would be getting a refund and a free product after they were charged. I don't know. There's quite a bit of that. Who knows? Who knows what goes on anymore? I mean, can you believe anything that comes out of her mouth? I mean, nobody can anymore. And that's the whole point of all this. You know, people talk about me, you know, defending my family and for all, you know, all the backwash out of this whole Meghan Markle ride. It's all going to be in the book, by the way. But it's just never ending. I mean, any sugar out here complaining, off the grid, get a life. Bye, Felicia. Any sugar out there complaining, you know, step into my shoes. Step into Samantha's shoes. Step into my dad's shoes. Your private life disappears overnight. And when you've got a paid PR machine to back up all the lies that she told the royal family about our family, and she's trying to make everybody disappear like we didn't exist or never existed, you know, it's been a roller coaster. So all the sugars out there don't have to be jealous and leave bad comments because you have no idea what it's like. So, and you have no idea, you know, how she broke my father's heart horribly. And still to this day, it's just disgusting. So I don't really care about the sugars. You guys have no life, and you're probably really just pissed off about the amount of money that she deposits in your account for leaving comments. What is it, like 25 cents now? $5? You know? Good on you. Tanya, I think you're spot on that comment. If those titles go, Harry goes. She'll be shopping. You know, there's a fishing dock in usually every major city. I'm sure once those titles go, it's Harry, check your mailbox. There's a ring coming back. I have a feeling. Wow, lightning does strike 3 times. Yes, Summerzoda, like your video, so chick magnet or not is fine with me. Well, like I said, here again, I said the same thing last week because Colostomy Bag Carl has taken 2 weeks of my time, and probably like everybody says on the same level, he was sent here by Meghan to disrupt everything. You know, get some pictures of them so they can make them look bad, just like she's done ever since day one. So, and you know, it's no new news to anybody that Carl and Meghan have been working together for a long time. I mean, you know, they're 2 peas in a pod. He's got credits on the Netflix show. So, bro is obsessed. As you wish. Vegan dolls. Vegan. Yeah. Try meat. You might like it. Yeah, vegan dolls. You should maybe just go stuff a big piece of meat in your mouth. You might enjoy it. Who knows? DJ John, good comment. In a couple of years when Harry leaves her, she'll be on OnlyFans. Yeah, it'll probably be on live stream in, you know, all the senior centers. OnlyFans seniors coming to a theater near you. Linda Boston, maybe she'll get a subpoena. Ethel James, hello from Northern England. Hello, how are you? Spot on. Meghan doesn't have an original thought. Copies everybody. Yes, Heather. Oh, Judith Stubbs. Hi, Thomas. She is so fake. You, Samantha, your dad are true blue. Love you guys. That's awesome. Thank you, Judith. Roller skater Texas girl. Thomas, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Like I said, you know, I really am working on some recorded funny stuff. It's gonna take a couple more days, but keep a lookout. I'm gonna start posting more. I'm really gonna get this thing rolling. That's why I'm here today again, just letting you guys know I'm still here, because I know I've disappeared before for a month or 2 at a time, and I said I'm not gonna do that. So Craig Morrison, I don't think she's gonna show up in the court case either. You are spot on. Gloria, hello. It's early 3:30 in California, yes. Good morning, as you wish. I have felt there was something weird with the kids forever. They're the kind of people, you know, Paula M, right? Paula M channel on YouTube, she's really digging hard into this. And saw a little glimpse of one of her videos on Facebook, and she made a very good point because she called out and she dissected the actual birth certificates. And she's so many problems with them, so many unanswered weird problems with the birth certificates. And it's true. There's a code on there. You'll have to look it up because I don't really like to copy people's stuff and put it on my channel. But look it up. Apparently there's a numbered code on birth certificates, and that indicates the state they were born in. There's that, which don't match up, by the way. And then there's no live birth witness signature, and from the palace doctor, which was opted out. She didn't want the doctor or the palace doctor or something like that. So, and then of course the moon bumps. Now you just can't deny it. Anybody, like I said before, Google moon bumps, and you tell me what comes up. Meghan Markle's picture with moon bumps on. So it is what it is. Oh, I have to be smacked for swearing. Yes, I do. I definitely want to be smacked. I apologize for swearing. I'm trying to clean up my act. I even got a haircut. All right, let's see who else we got in here. It's Andrea Mark Dolan and the psychologist. Laugh out loud. Critique the jam. It didn't go well. Everybody critiqued the jam. You know, you guys want the real deal here. The real deal. Yeah. This is good stuff. The other stuff you can use for engine degreaser, I think. I've heard people say it tastes horrible, and it's just like, yeah. Or liquid plumber. You could probably use it for liquid plumber. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that kitchen, but somebody apparently did something with the bath salts and got a really bad burn. You know, I mean, you know, if Doria and Megan are cooking up bath salts in the cooking show, God knows what else they're cooking up on that stove. Huh. So if their stuff is exploding, you know, did the meth lab blow up? I mean, what the hell's going on here? Somebody got burned and is suing for $10 million or 10 million pounds. And I don't know. And there's no ingredients or no FDA, nothing. It's just like slapped on, who knows. Maybe there's child labor going on in the basement of Montecito, and, you know, poor little Archie and Lily are down there smashing strawberries with their bare feet, you know, and stuffing them in jars. Who knows? Anything is possible, allegedly, in my opinion. Family, your dad's grandmother. Oh, yes. Oh, it's Andrea. Yes. Okay, so you do know about that. Yes. And my great grandmother did work in the palace as a cook. Yes, a long time ago. That's stuff that I never even knew. Mode or culture? Now, who could this be? No, I'm not trying to do a positive PR. No, not me. I feel bad for her. But if you all think I'm getting played and she's faking it, let me know. I don't even know what that means. Summer Idol, you're doing a great job, Thomas. Keep it up. Up with the scrolls fairly fast. Yeah, I don't know. The one thing that I am thankful for is that, I mean, it may have taken 6 years for this all to come, 6 or 7 years for all this to come, but now everybody sees right through her. They see superficial, they see her personality, they see who she is as a person. You know, I'm this person, I'm that person, I'm this person. If you were that person, if you were a humanitarian, you would not be treating Samantha in a wheelchair, who has MS in a wheelchair, like she's garbage, right? You wouldn't be treating your father like he's garbage, right? The information that I have now, that's some of it's, most of it's going to be in the book. And yes, I am writing a book. I am writing a book literally by hand. So, and I think I got about 6 or 8 of these to go. So it's coming, it's going to be coming. And, but I'm going to dedicate a lot more time to making really good, funny content, because I love that. I miss that. And, you know, so I have to break the ice for myself. I have to get over my nervousness and everything like that when I go to record something or turn into my altered egos, like, you know, like Thomas Markle Jr. and the Friends. So it takes a minute, but if I record myself and I laugh, it's good to go. So I've got a little clips. I've got some little things here. It's going to be good. So Michelle, I bet Megan hates your doing YouTube. I think Megan hates everything. You know, Megan hates everything. Everybody knows that. You know, she's the one who wants to complain about everything, but then she does it herself. It's Tom, you and Samantha and your dad are awesome. Thanks, Craig. You're awesome too. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Wow, you have them all on tonight. Yeah, Grace Leone, I have them all here tonight. I've been flooded. Everybody get your toothbrush. You're gonna want to brush your teeth after this episode. There's so much damn sugar in here. Charisse, I do believe she's setting Harry up at this point. Everything is fake. Everything is staged. Everything is photographed. Carl must live in the bushes in Montecito in our house. He must camp out there. You know, could you imagine going outside and just seeing like a little campfire in the other end of your corner or your yard? And there's Carl with his telephoto lens, eating hot dogs and baked beans out of a can, you know, with a little cardboard shack. I wouldn't even doubt it. You know, I mean, he's there to get every single picture. If not, then she picks up the phone. Okay, Carl, come on in. We're ready. It's our anniversary photo. Okay, Carl, just don't forget, only shoot the back of the children. The rental company is going to be here in 15 minutes. Remember, just shoot the back. Only take pictures of the back and blur it just a little bit. So it's obvious. Okay, Carl, I'm gonna come out of the tree line now, and I'm gonna be surprised because there's ducks. Okay, ready? Roll them, take one. It's horrible. It's just, you know, horrible photoshopped every damn picture. But I did see, what was it? The one picture where she's holding the kids again. Now, the funny thing about this is she's holding these 2 kids that are like almost as big as she is now. The most amazing recorded growth spurts in history has just taken place before our very eyes. And I do think there's a slim possibility that they could be related. Did you see the size of those kids' feet? Woo! They're already pushing size 14s. All right, Michelle, she was so jealous of Kate. She is so jealous of Kate every single moment of her life. Yep, she's definitely lost her shit. Summer Idols, Thomas, yes, I think she feels the writing on the wall and it spells get out. She seems a bit panicked lately. Well, that's what happens. You make your bed and you sleep in it. You know? I will say something else about what Carl did. Not that he, you know, Carl could have potentially put our lives in danger. And I say that lightly and I say it seriously because there are so many haters out there. So many haters that just hate all the Markles according to the PR that was stuffed down their throats, and they believe whatever comes out of the Claw's mouth. And it all started a long time ago. We've been fighting this PR bullshit and these sugars and these Sussex Squad people forever. And that's never going to go away. But hey, Carl, thanks to you. You know, now that you've just like pretty much just told everybody where we're at, you know, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate that. You know, you're a real douchebag. You're a real colostomy bag. And I guess I could go out on a limb here and say, if I ever see you in person around my father again or trying to get my dad, I'm going to take care of it myself. So just to let you know, because I have the right to do that. So you're not going to put my dad's life in danger any longer. And you've done that. And you're going to be held accountable for it. But all right, it's Andrea. Megan is going to be the next Jackie Onassis once those titles are gone. Yes. And she has a lot of, where to go? She has a lot of balls to be using the HRH. Yes. You know, hey, you said it. She's got a lot of balls. Wouldn't even surprise me. You know? Nothing would surprise me anymore. All right. DJ John, when she called the British people racist, we washed our hands of her. Yep. And that was it right there. So remember when I said how all this came about and the Sussex Squad formed very shortly after all this kind of stuff went down? She pulled the race card, right? Bam. She got, 5,000 people on her side, claiming, oh, poor Megan. Go a little heavier on the spray tan so we can really, really take it home and really push this. Unbelievable. All right. I don't know what kind of chick Megan is. All right. Lily Blue question. Hello, Tom. Do you think they really fear for safety in the UK or they want IPP? I think they want IPP status and that's it. Megan knows damn well she's not welcome anywhere in UK soil. I mean, that's just obvious. And Harry knows it too. This is what I said before. This is Megan's personal dream to live out, star in, fund with other people's money, of course, her own production, her own movie. And she's her biggest audience. She is. She's controlling the narrative on all this. Do you think Harry was going to go over there and would do all the things he's done? And after 6 years, at what point, Harry, don't you get it? And he still goes along with it. So, I don't know. Is somebody holding a Diddy tape? Could it be? I don't know. What's going on here? Is somebody has some serious dirt on somebody, and we should get to the bottom of it. Cherise, she has to know America hates her, but she keeps her stupid PR going. You'd think she'd get a clue. That's right. Bucky Bunny, hello. Sold out. Isn't it hard if somebody makes 20 items? Yeah. Summer's Idol, sold out. Exactly. Maybe that's all the farmer's market had. 20 jars, and she bought them all and just relabeled them. Who knows? It could be. It's a possibility because there's no FDA food label on there with, yeah, okay. Sally says, Megan, the master of Photoshop. Well, she's not the master. She's really bad at it. So, but everything, what isn't? What isn't AI and what isn't Photoshopped? And how, I mean, I'm just starting to wonder, is there a rental kid company? Is there such a thing? Because they show up with different color hair all the time, every other week, every other month. They have different color hair. It's incredible. I mean, if there's like a Benjamin Button syndrome going on here because the kids are growing so fast, weird. Heather Ariondo, awesome to protect dad. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Megan. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Just like the mirror, just said, we're over here suffering and sweltering in what was it, 33 Celsius, 35 Celsius. And it's horrible. But, we live day by day, paycheck to paycheck, it's, I don't have the luxury of several charities where 5% of the proceeds actually have to go where they need to go. I don't have that luxury, so I can't just blow 95% of stuff on expenses. So I actually, yeah. So, but yeah, thanks, Megan. Yeah, you're awesome. Yeah. Skippy, stay strong, sister and brother and father. May God always be. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Linda Boston. She wanted William so bad, making goo-goo eyes all the time. Yeah, I saw those pictures too. Creepy. Yeah. Why isn't she doubles down? She's mentally ill. Yep. Charisse, you're right. She's called out daily on her lies, and then she doubles down, and she's mentally ill, and she's, has anybody asked if I'm okay today? Well, what was that? What was the name? I can't remember the name of the girl on that podcast. I mean, talk about a match made in heaven. I mean, they were like dipping their hands in the same cookie jar before shooting and before filming the show. It sort of looked like it, because you got one on this side going, and you got the other one on the other side going, yeah. It's like, come on. Can't your dad file for... Yeah, Connie Bauer says, can't your dad file for grandparents' rights? Well, he could, but at this point, how long is that going to take? 5 years, and just, it's just, I just think it's the reason behind this is obvious, okay? Because I don't think they're genuine. I honestly, I don't. The birth certificates, the leaving the hospital 2 hours after the birth, it's just amazing. Harry screwed up and says, oh, it's amazing how much they grow in, what did he say? He totally fumbled on their first video where he's pressing the button on the baby Darren doll. He's like pressing down on it so it like farts or something. Is that what that button's for? So it makes realistic noises, holding it, and Megan holding it like she's holding like some sort of like something, like she's just like freaked out by it. That's not a mother. That's not a motherly bond. Nope. I even held my sons closer than that, like, and I just would not let them go. And it's just too many loose ends, too many loose ends. So Sue Prudence. Hi, Tom. Oh, yeah, they're going quick again. Boy, they're really whipping. It's 100 at 6:45. But you don't summon PM. What time is it there, Thomas? Kathy, Friday. It is 7:00 p.m. here on Thursday. Book a Bunny. You're right, Tom. Aaron Thomas was unhidden by cat space. No, that was a guy who just kept on posting Persian Gulf, star pound Persian Gulf. It's weird. BTS gal. Hi, Tom. Do you think that the public's perception of Meghan has evolved over time? And what do you believe are the most significant misconceptions people have about her? What are the most significant misconceptions people still have about her? Hi, Tom. Do you think this is the public perception of... That almost sounds like a journalist question. Is that a journalist there? Well, everybody knows that how Meghan's public perception of Meghan has evolved over time. Everybody knows that. Look, it started out like her shit didn't stink, right? Everybody was on her side. She could have been the most popular person in the world. She could have embraced the things that she trashed. She could have told the truth. But what happens when you keep lying and lying and lying and spending money and PR to cover it up continuously, well, people's public perception goes like this. People catch on and they see right through you. So I hope that helps you. All right. Thomas, what do you think of the mood board posted? Yeah. Well, I kind of posted that on my thumbnail. I think wasn't that for her 7-year itch thing or her anniversary? Thank you, Sally. I'm trying. I'm really watching the language. Fuck you, Carl. Sorry. Just kidding. Oh, right. Loving their honey. It's super good too. Summer Idols. I have a jar in their pantry. Laugh out loud. Their honey is super good too. That comes from her beehives in her backyard, I hear. Or her bee colonies. Yeah. And then I think she has like a, God, just amazing how much fruit she has growing in her backyard. She has enough to start her own jam business. It's incredible. Yeah. Alex, hello. Patio floor, look like blood. Look like blood. Audrey, God bless you, sir. Thank you, Audrey. Free speech June. Now, any doctor who was there doesn't have to be Palace Doctor. Yeah, but I heard from the place that they normally have their children. I don't know. I have so much stuff on my head. I read so much. I can only remember so many things at any given moment. But what I'm saying is there's just so many loose ends. There's just so many unanswered mysteries revolving the kids. So that's why my father will never see them. That's why I'll never meet my supposed niece and nephew. Never gonna happen. Yes, as you wish. Say don't like titles, but PhD, doctor, and esquires are all elite titles. Yes. Yeah, but the United States doesn't have a royal family. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out and get me some of those dried flower sprinkle things. I can use those. I'm gonna use them on everything when I do a recorded show. So. Yeah, Summer Idols could explain the weight loss and the silver dollar sized eyes. Wow. I remember somebody a long time ago having raccoon silver dollar eyes before Megan was born. Hubble, toil, and trouble. Question. Lily Blue, question. Hello, Tom. Did you notice when she was a child that she's arrogant and entitled? I'm going to post some videos. I'll post a couple videos later. I've got a whole bunch of old home videos. And I'll post them. And I already know people are just going to, just do what they want with them and steal them, just like everything else. But I got a lot of stuff. But yes, there were quite a few times when if Megan didn't get her way or Megan was unhappy, she went from that fake bouncing little girl to just like, heh. And the looks, some of the looks, they're on this one. I can't get them off of there, but there's quite a few. Looks, we definitely have a couple of journalists in here that are getting stories right now. I don't think the kids are real or they are surrogates. That this guy said there wasn't a maternal match. They would expect to be an Indian taste. The guy who wrote on Revenge. Yes. Isn't that protocol for the royal family? Doesn't there have to be proof witnesses, like live birth witnesses? Doesn't there have to be stuff like that to be in the line of succession? Aaron Thomas, it confuses me. I am a father. My child is known. I admit not on that level, but enough to need media attention. But I just feel he should not have worked with the media. It wasn't the right look. Yeah. Well, there are so many questions about that. So many, you know, how, when, whatever level, if you're on that level in media, you get thrown into it one way or the other. Somebody's always out to get you. Somebody's going to take your picture no matter what. Then when you're on, you know, the claws level, you know, only because Prince Harry. That's the only reason. So then everybody involved, everybody they know becomes a target, becomes, their private life disappears. And you can never get used to it. I mean, look at 7 years later, we're still dealing with this crap one way or the other. So, Netherlands, Tom Sr. and Judy. The BBB can be paid off. Yes, they can. Connie, right? Okay, let's see. But Skippy, Chick Magnet's going in the book. He's also doing other things. So anyway, what do we got here? 71 minutes? Wow. It's been a long time already. Time passes when you're having fun. I have some pretty cool little things that I'm going to be putting on the store when the store gets open. Like I said, it's coming. It's coming. I don't know. It should be about another month. There'll be a store. There'll be merchandise. It'll be very cool. It'll be authentic. It'll be directly from me. And there'll be some really cool things on there. But keeping my promise, I'm here. I'm not disappearing. Minimum, you're going to see me a couple times a week. And you're going to get a really good recorded show at least once or twice a week. All right. Hopefully next time we won't have so many sugars in here and that other guy, wow, it was kind of creepy. Family man was hidden. Must have been bad. Bye, Felicia. Patty O'Fleur, do you think she was involved with Epstein? I don't know. I don't know, but there was, was Epstein involved in yacht parties? Wouldn't surprise me. It goes deeper than that, but you can't really, this is the kind of stuff that gets you in trouble when you start talking about the big E. So who knows? The world will never know, but the photos are out there and they're pretty authentic. They're pretty real. There's a lot of good photos out there. Just go on Google, go to the deep search on Google, and they're still out there. People continue posting those all the time. That whole thing involving that super elite group, it's just mind-boggling. Pretty disgusting. But who knows? It's almost like the elite never get in trouble. There's always one patsy, right? One fall guy, who knows? But anyway, you got to be careful about that kind of stuff on YouTube because they don't like it. Big Brother's always watching, stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So we just like to keep it, entertainment purposes only. Of course, everything I say is for entertainment purposes only, and it's all allegedly in my own opinion. But, there's a disclaimer. I surely hope, I wanted to thank everybody. We finally pushed over 38,000, right? I was stagnant and falling a little bit. I went down like 300 or 400. We're back up over 38,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate if everybody hits that like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And as soon as I get to 3,800, that really good, hilarious video should be out. That should make everybody really happy. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's see. Where are we at now? Sorry. Oh, I was looking for something here. Oh, here it is. Let's see. No, that's not it. I'm on there. That's the wrong one. I'm trying to see how many subscribers I hit. I think I broke 38,000, which I'm really happy about. And I think that's just from me coming back and doing what I'm doing, doing what I say I'm going to do, and staying consistent at least 3 times a week or whatever. But I'm still here, like I said, and I do love everybody for tuning in. You know, all the sugars, you know, you guys know what you can do. So, because all the sugars are jealous, right? They're jealous because they're not me. And there's nothing they can do about it, right? They're not relatives of Meghan Markle. I am. Samantha is. My dad is. You know, and if they want to take her word over everything, I mean, you can't fix stupid. You just can't fix stupid. It's impossible. You're going to be that way for the rest of your life. So, but anyway, don't be so jealous of me just because you're not me and you're not the Duke-in-law of Sussex, because I know that pisses a lot of people off when I say that. Thomas Markle Jr., the Duke-in-law of Sussex. What's up, Harry brother? What's up, bro? What's going down? Oh, Harry. You know, when the shit hits the fan someday, you know, I used to extend a warm welcome to you when I was down in Rosarito. I said, anytime the chicken coop gets really cold and stinky and nasty up there when she locks you in there for being a bad boy, come on down to Rosarito, hang out, have a couple of beers. I could show you around town. You can meet some of the best friends that I have in the world down in Rosarito. And also a big shout out to all my friends in Rosarito. Man, I miss you guys so much. You guys are awesome, and we'll have to get back there and visit. But anyway, love you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll keep them coming, and I will record funny videos. Carl has taken enough of my time, and the matter's just about out of my hands now. So that's about it. I will see you guys soon, and see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, thumbs up, hit the like button, do whatever you got to do. Let's get the algorithm going. I'd like to get past 40,000 in the next couple weeks. And I can only do that if I'm consistent, and Chick Magnet's got to come back. Megan Snarkle McBunions, she's coming back. So cooking with McBunions. How about that? How's that for a cooking show? Cooking with McBunions. Anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the next one, and take care. Random acts of kindness go a long way, and selfless acts of kindness go a long, even better. And you know, you don't really have to go out of your way to make somebody's day, but it's always nice. You know, when you get that gut feeling and it says, I should help, there's a reason. The universe communicates to people. So listen to your gut feelings and do the right thing. Hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them every single day. And don't let them down. You know, don't be a Megan. Don't be a Megan. Love you guys, and see you soon. Bye.